Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the G-Wolves Hati-S. Alright, so if you guys like that intro, make sure you leave a like for that, because yeah, my creativity is pretty good today.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, if you can't tell by the title, we are going to review the G-Wolves Hati-S. Thank you to x-raypad and G-Wolves for sending me this to review. Big shout out to them. I want to get that out of the way first because they're pretty nice for sending me, especially a small creator, a mouse to review. I've never done that before, so yeah, this is the first time I got a mouse to review, and it's from them because I love G-Wolves. I've had the G-Wolves Hati, as you can see here. And yeah, let's just get straight into this review, boys. If you go ahead and like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot because I work hard on these videos. And make sure to comment down below your thoughts on this mouse. I'm gonna go pretty in-depth with it, so if you want to buy it, I would recommend watching this video, and I'll give you all the information about it. Yeah, let's get into the review. So basically, unboxing, it's pretty much the same unboxing experience as the original Hati. They did also change the kind of wrap that comes on the actual tin for some reason. I'm not sure why, but they did change that. So opening up the tin here, we have the grips. As you can see, if you like any mice grips or anything, you will love these because they're really nice and grippy, especially if it's sweaty hands. These are going to grip to your fingers really well. We also have the envelope here that has the mice skates inside the extra mice skates, and for some reason we still have this thing where it says don't wrap the cable around your neck because you're going to choke. I don't know why they even mention that, but yeah. So taking the mouse out of the packaging, obviously we have the mouse as well included in the box. Obviously we also have the standard black cable, but if we take a peek under the plastic, there is a little surprise for us. This cable is micro USB, so it is detachable as well. And if we look under the little plastic, we have a little nice carrying bag for your mouse if you kind of travel with it a lot, so that's a pretty nice touch as well. And then we also have a little brush. I don't know why they included this. I guess just for cleaning the mouse, cleaning the holes. It actually does work. I tried it before. But yeah. Then we also have some extra switches. Now these switches are not in the mouse already. They just give you these ones if you want to swap them out. These are TTC pinks, and I've heard they feel pretty good, so I don't know if it's worth switching them or not, but if you know how to solder and desolder, I guess it's worth a try. Then we also have the blue cable, which looks really well, goes with the mouse really well. I don't know why they put it on the bottom instead of on the top where the black cable was, because this cable definitely matches the mouse a lot better since the other blue with the side buttons and everything. But yeah, definitely a nice touch. That's about everything that comes in the box. All right, so this mouse does come in at 47 grams, which I'm pretty sure is one of the lightest mouse on the market right now. It is smaller than the G-Wolves Hati. So for the dimensions of this mouse, it's going to be 113 for the height, 61 for the width, and the 40 millimeters for depth. And obviously the weight is 47 grams. So far, I haven't had any issues like creaking or anything, or like any bad feeling buttons or anything like that. Everything feels really good. Everything feels really good, really quality, and not anything broken or anything. Everything's working perfectly fine. All the side buttons and everything are working as they should. I'll give you guys just a little sound test so you can see what they sound like. All right, that was a sound test for the Hati-S. Now we're gonna do just a little glide test. We have 100% PTFE feet. As you can see, we got a big skate right here and then two small ones here. I actually like this a lot better than the 4 small skates. I think it glides a lot smoother. But yeah, this is the Aqua Control Plus, so it's kind of like in between a fast pad and a control pad. But as you can see, like, no problems gliding across my whole mouse pad. Like it just glides like so well because it's so light as well. 47 grams. And with these skates, I mean, you don't really need to upgrade to you know, like Tiger Arcs or core pads. I think these will be fine. If you like a mod freak and you really want to mod your mouse, sure, go for it. I mean, no one's stopping you, but they also give you extra skates too, and these pretty much are going to be the same as Tiger Arcs because they are 100% PTFE. They're not going to be pretty much any like different. But yeah, that was the glide test. It glides really well, really smooth, and you don't really feel any scratches or anything. Everything's so smooth. So yeah, glide test 10 out of 10. We'll just take a little bit more in-depth look at the mouse. We have the holes on the side of the mouse, on the top, on the side as well, and then there also is some on the bottom, but the sticker kind of covers it so you can't see. You do have a report rate button here at the bottom, the blue button right there. So you can change the report rate, or you can do it in the software, but yeah, it's either way. It's a nice feature. We also have the DPI button here. Scroll wheel feels good. It feels a little bit stiffer than the previous Hati, which I have right here, and as you can see, the size difference as well. It is a pretty decent difference. The hump is more noticed in the middle here, as in the Hati it just kind of goes down more. But yeah, the scroll wheel is a bit more stiffer than the original Hati. I would say the bumps are more noticeable on the Hati-S than the actual Hati, but I feel like the Hati is definitely a lot lighter than the Hati-S scroll wheel, and I kind of like the lightness of the Hati, but I feel like it's too light, so this is kind of nice. Maybe if it was just a little bit lighter, like kind of like an in-between of these two mice, then it would be absolutely perfect. But I do like how the bumps are a lot more pronounced on this scroll wheel. Side buttons feel good. The back side button feels a little bit more mushier than the front side button, but they still both feel good overall. The clicks feel really good as well for the left and right. These are Omrons, so they are, you know, pretty standard, but they feel good. I think they feel better than the previous Hati clicks, in my opinion. DPI button feels actually better than the previous Hati as well. I feel like it's a bit more tactile and more like button-like, if that makes sense. Report rate button is pretty satisfying to click. It's kind of like a different type of click, but it feels good. Not that it really matters, but an improvement from the Hati is the actual left and right clicks. They don't have any play now. If I try to move them side to side, they don't really budge at all. On the previous Hati, as you can see, they kind of moved a lot of play there, and then with the Hati-S, they've improved that. It barely moves at all. So really good. Pretty much no pre or post travel as well. So yeah, quality control is really good. Everything feels really good. I'm assuming everyone else is gonna have pretty much the same experience. I don't think their quality control is really bad. Like when they first launched the Hati, I think they've improved on that a lot, and I think everyone's gonna get a pretty good copy if you order this. Now let's talk about the cable a little bit more. So it is detachable, and they have included a blue one. Now for some reason, I feel like this blue one is better than the black one that it comes with. For some reason, it's a bit more like squishy and kind of like it feels more flexible, if that makes sense. And I mean, this one just suits it a lot better. The colors, it just makes it look a lot better. But yeah, the cable is really good. I think it's an improvement from last year's cable. Definitely, it's a lot lighter, a lot more flexible. I mean, this is pretty much a paracord, guys. Like, look at this. It's so good. It's just pretty flexible. The mouse will move just a little bit, but I mean, that's pretty much normal. It's not going to be 100% like a paracord, but this is pretty much a paracord, guys. Like, it is, you won't feel the cinnamon spongy is what I'm saying. I feel like the cable is definitely a W, especially the detachable ones. You can, even if you want to get a paracord, you can literally just get a detachable cable from, I think, W Paracords. I think that's where they sell detachable cables. But yeah, you can pretty much just get one of those off of there, and you're literally set. But other than that, this cable is really good. I don't think there's a really need to get a paracord. It's just to the point where it's this good, you don't need a paracord, in my opinion. But yeah, overall design 10 out of 10 as well. I mean, I know the comments are gonna be like, oh, it's a Final Mouse Phantom, Ultra Phantom, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. All right, yes, I can tell they definitely took inspiration from it, but I mean, it looks good in general, and I think it's a lot better than the Phantom anyways. Final Mouse back then had a lot of issues with quality control. I feel like this outdoes it by 100 times. Everything is just so much better in this mouse, all the features and everything, especially the unboxing, guys. All the packaging, G-Wolves has got to be the best packaging in any mouse company. Now, I'm just going to talk about the sensor a little bit as well. I was a little bit confused because on X-raypad's website, I think, or either on the software, it said that this was a 3360 sensor, but on the box it does say it's a 3389, so I'm not sure 100% what sensor it is. I would assume it's a 3389 because the previous Stardust of the Hati has a 3389 as well, so I'd assume this one has one as well. It might have just been a mistake, but on the box it does say 3389, so I'm gonna go with the 3389. I mean, not that there's really much of a difference between the two, but I guess $33.89 would be always the good option for the sensor as well. Now we're going to talk about grip and hand size here. So if you have a medium to small hand, this is a perfect mouse for you. If you have a large hand, you can get away with it if you play claw or if you play fingertip grip. If you play palm grip, like, dude, you cannot. I kind of have like medium to large hands. If you play palm grip like that, this mouse is not for you. Just don't even attempt. But yeah, if you play fingertip or if you play claw, this mouse will be literally perfect for you. I am kind of like a medium to large hand. I don't know if you can really tell, but yeah, I play not really palm, but it's kind of like, I think they call it relaxed fingertip or like relaxed palm or something. I don't know. It's kind of like a mix between fingertip and palm, but yeah, this is pretty much how I play, and it's perfect for me. Even if you have like a large hand, if you play fingertip, this will be fine for you, honestly. Unlike other mice, if you have a large hand in general, it will not work. But with this mouse, if you have a large hand and you play fingertip or claw, it'll still be perfectly fine. But obviously this is catered towards more of the small hand and medium hand size and fingertip and claw grip. If you play palm, you can maybe get it away if you have small hands, but if you play palm and you're like a big hand user, this will not work for you, as you can see. Alright, so we're going to hop on the PC and we're going to show you how to download the software and all the features with it as well. Alright, so I'll leave a link in the description to download the software, but basically if you just go to Gwolf's website, you go to software, you scroll down to the Hati-S and you click the software download, and then you just open the download, it'll install everything. You don't need to unplug your mice or anything like you did with the Hati. It should just install everything, and let's go to the software and check it out. So the software is basically pretty similar if you've had the other Hati or Hati-S Stardust. It's pretty much the same. You can change if you want the logo inside the mouse to be glowing or not glowing, but I just leave it on off because I don't really like having it glow. But yeah, you can obviously do all your button remapping, all that kind of stuff. And then you can change the DPI, you can change the color for the DPI for the switcher on the bottom down here. And you obviously have your report rate, which you can change with the switch on here, or you can just manually have it. Make sure it's on the highest, so 1000 hertz. And make sure your liftoff distance is also on the lowest. And the debounce time should be the lowest as well, 4 ms for the lowest response time. Then you also have your macro list as well, so you can map certain things to your mouse. What I've done, for example, I have my ping mapped to my DPI button, so I unmapped the DPI button so it doesn't change my DPI, and I mapped a key from my keyboard on here, and that's basically how I ping. But yeah, just an example, stuff like that you can do with the software as well. It's pretty much the same as any other software that they have had for the Hati or the Skull. It's basically the same, just, you know, designed for this mouse. So this mouse will set you back $69 US, I'm pretty sure, on x-raypad's website or any other retailer that Gwolf has. But I would say mainly you could either wait for Amazon to release it. I don't think it's on Amazon just yet, but right now it's only on X-raypad. I think it's on Max Gaming and some other retailers that they have. But yeah, pretty much $69 US. It's gonna cost you probably at least $15 shipping because it comes from China. So I would wait till it comes on Amazon and then see where you can go from there. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much worth it for everything that you get with this mouse. I think $69 is a good price. They could have made it maybe $10 lower, maybe $59. But I think it's still a good price for what you get. It's a steal. If you are in the market for a lightweight mouse that is for small to medium hand users and fingertip grip, I definitely recommend this. It's a very good pickup. And once again, thank you to X-raypad and Gwolf for sending me this mouse to review. I appreciate it a lot, and I definitely recommend it 110%. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see this mouse more in action, make sure to follow my Twitch because I stream pretty much all the time, and I also showcase my peripherals that I use pretty much all the time as well. I'll leave the software link in the description. If you guys enjoy, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, boys.